Hey everyone, Jake here for American Trucks, and in this video we're taking a look at the Bilstein B8 5112 2-inch front suspension leveling kit fitting 2014 and newer 4-wheel drive 5.7 and 6.4 liter Ram 2500s. If your heavy duty Ram isn't quite tall enough, then you're going to want to check out this kit from suspension giant Bilstein. Featuring a matched set of shocks and springs, this kit is designed to work perfectly with your factory suspension, just with a bit more performance and height than stock. Since this is a leveling kit, it's designed to give your truck more height in the front end, thus leveling out its stance and getting rid of that annoying forward rake that these come with from the factory. Overall, this is going to give you 2 inches of lift in the front end. So with this installed in your truck, you can expect to be able to run up to 35-inch tires without running into rubbing issues. Now, if you're looking to go much larger with your wheels and tires though, you'll either need to do some cutting and trimming or you'll need to get a larger lift. However, this isn't just your normal leveling kit. Especially on a heavy-duty truck like these Ram 2500s, having additional support for that height is critical. So this kit thankfully includes a set of both springs and shocks to make sure that your truck is going to ride and handle properly, even with the additional height. So starting off, we get a set of taller springs here to help get you that 2 inches of height that you're after in the front end. Not only are these physically taller, but the spring rates are also set up to match, so you're gonna get excellent control and ride quality even with the extra height. Now adding to this kit is a matched set of Bilstein's B8 5100 series front shock absorbers. Now I try not to mince words when it comes to suspension modifications. And when it comes to getting some kind of lift or level on your truck, yes, we want the look, but it should also ride well too. And nobody is gonna do ride and handling better than Bilstein. I've had Bilsteins on several of my own vehicles, including a set of B8 5100s, and they never fail to impress. Now that said, having the extra height and the stiffer springs here are all well and good. You've got to have really solid damping to match. Otherwise, the ride is going to be severely compromised and you're just not going to want to be in your truck. But of course, you're covered here. The B8 5100s feature something called digressive valving technology, which essentially allows the shocks to instantly react to impacts and varying road surfaces and keep everything nice and controlled. So inside you've got self-adjusting deflective disc valves, which allow for more variability in rebound, compression, and in travel. And all that is just gonna add up to more control out on the street or on the trail. And despite these being non-adjustable monotube shocks without remote reservoirs, the damping here is excellent. You can definitely tell the difference in body control versus stock. Now these aren't gonna ruin the ride quality by any means. In fact, it stays pretty much the same as what you get from the factory, just a bit more firm and again, more controlled. So it's a shock that doesn't really compromise in any way. Now it is worth noting that Bilstein recommends you use an adjustable track bar with this kit to keep everything aligned and working properly up in the front end. While that is not included with this kit, we do have plenty of options to suit any budget on our site, so I'd recommend taking a look at those as well before you place your order. Construction, as is typical with Bilstein's offerings, is excellent. You get a 46mm diameter shock body that's zinc plated for durability and good looks. Inside are chromed and hardened piston rods and that self-adjusting disc valve we were discussing a few moments ago. You also get new OEM grade bushings at the bottom mounting points and new hardware for the top end as well, giving you everything you need to replace your shocks. The springs that we were talking about are made from high tensile strength steel and they're cold wound to ensure their strength so they haven't been heated up. And they're also really nice and thick. These are covered in a gloss black finish too to help protect against rust and corrosion. And it's also worth noting that Bilstein backs up their stuff with a lifetime warranty against defects. And I can tell you from experience, they're very good about honoring that lifetime warranty. Just make sure you keep your receipt. Pricing for this kit is gonna come in at just about $600. Now that price point puts this kit in about the middle of the pack, but in my book that seems to be about right. Since you aren't getting things like adjustable damping or remote reservoir, you're saving a bit on cost. But this is still gonna provide you excellent damping control and the extra height that you're after. And if you aren't looking to lift your truck to the sky, you really can't go wrong with this setup. Now there's also a matching set of rear shocks of this same series available, and I would highly recommend doing those too if you're swapping out these front end ones, so that way you have a match set all around. It's gonna make a big improvement in how your truck drives. Installation is gonna get a 2 out of 3 on our difficulty meter and should take you about 3 hours to complete the job. There is a bit of disassembly to tackle before you can get this new stuff in. That said though, there is no modification needed in order to get this all fitted. You even get new spring perches included in the kit. So while it might be a bit finicky, if you've got the right tools and you take your time, this is certainly one you can get done at home. And to show you just what's involved now, let's head on out to the shop.
For this install, you need a pry bar, 1/2-inch impact, 3/8 impact, vice grips, 27mm socket, 3/8 ratchet, 1/4-inch ratchet, 21, 13, 10, 8, and 6mm Allen socket, a hammer, flathead screwdriver, a 19, 18, and 21mm ratcheting wrench. And also not shown would be a floor jack and jack stands and a spring compressor. All right, today we're gonna be installing a leveling kit on our Ram 2500, so let's get started. All right, first thing we're gonna do while we have the weight on vehicle, we're gonna go underneath and we're gonna disconnect our track bar from our driver's side. So we're gonna grab our 1/2" impact and 27mm socket and take our bolt out. All right, and once you have that out, you can just let it rest down on the tie rod assembly. All right, now that we got the vehicle up in the air, what we're gonna do is get the wheels off and have the front axle supported with a jack and or jack stands, just to get everything prepared to be disconnected and lowered. All right, now we just need to remove our wheel liner just to get easier access to the top of our shock mount and also the top of our spring mount. So we're just gonna grab our ratchet and our 8mm socket and take all of our bolts going around. We also do have some fasteners missing here, here, and here, but you just need to take those out also. All right, now if you do have mud flaps on this, you will see that there is a spring clip here. We're just gonna grab our flathead screwdriver and just tap it off. All right, now we're gonna disconnect our front sway bar link from our front axle at the bottom mounting point. So we're gonna grab our 21mm ratcheting wrench, a 1/4" ratchet with a 10mm socket to hold this stud. All right, then we can get a pry bar. Just pry down on our sway bar a little bit, just so we can get our link out. All right, also if you need to, just because it does get a little bit stuck, just give it a little bit of tap with a hammer, and you can pull the link out. All right, now we're gonna disconnect our top shock mount. So we have our 19mm nut. We're gonna hold the top with a pair of vice grips. This might be kind of hard to see because everything's gonna get in the way, but you're just gonna hold the top with the vice grips and then use our ratcheting wrench to loosen our nut. All right, pull our nut, our top plate, and our bushing off, and then we can disconnect the bottom of our shock. All right, now we're gonna take our bottom shock bolt out. We're gonna grab our impact and 21mm socket and take that out. Then you can remove your shock. All right, now at this point, what you're gonna do is you're gonna repeat those same steps for the other side so we can lower our axle and remove our springs. All right, now that we get everything disconnected and out of our way, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slowly lower the jack just so we can relieve tension on our springs and then be able to remove them. We're just gonna keep an eye, just make sure you're not pulling tension on the brake lines, so just keep an eye on everything. All right, now we're just gonna start lowering it down. All right, now you just remove your springs from either side and the top mount. All right, now for the install, what we need to do first is install our top spring mount. So you're gonna see the stud. It's gonna go through the hole right in the front here, right where the stock spring mount went, where it had a little protrusion to align it. So you're gonna put that through, take the 13mm nut that it came with, thread it on top, and take your ratchet and socket and tighten that down. All right, now since we're not able to lower our front axle enough to get our spring in, what we're gonna do is we're gonna compress our spring with a spring compressor, just enough so we can get it in between our two mounts. All right, now we're just gonna set our spring into place. Just do note that you will see Bilstein read out on the spring. Just make sure that's top and legible, because the top and the bottom springs are different diameters for the different mounts. So just line up in the mount so that the end goes right up here, and you can decompress your spring. All right, now we're just gonna assemble our new front shock. So we're gonna put our plate, we're gonna grab our bottom bushing. It looks like this, even says lower on the bottom. We'll get our sleeve, metal sleeve, and put that in between. Then we can put that up in the vehicle, and then on top, we'll put our second bushing, our top plate, and then our nut. We're just gonna loosely install for now, and now we can go and put the spring and the shock in on the other side. All right, now we're just gonna raise our axle up just a little bit just to get everything else in place. You can see I do have 2 jacks. I just did that just so I can help even the sides out. So we're just gonna jack it up a little bit. All right, and now we can get our sway bar links and our bottom shock mounts. All right, now we have our bottom shock mount lined up. We're gonna put our bolt back in. Give it a little tap with the hammer. Put our nut on the back side. Just get it started by hand. All right, now we can tighten our top mount. All right, now we're gonna tighten our top shock mount. So we're gonna grab our 18mm ratcheting wrench and then a ratchet with a 6mm Allen to hold the stud. All right, so we're gonna grab our impact and 21mm socket and tighten our bottom shock bolt down. All right, we're gonna put our sway bar link back into our axle. Put our nut on, grab our 21mm ratcheting wrench, 1/4 inch ratchet with a 10mm socket, and tighten that down. All right, so now we're just gonna put our wheel liner and mud flap back into place. All right, now we're just gonna grab our bolts and our ratchet and 8mm socket and tighten them down. All right, once you have that done, you just repeat those same steps for the other side. And once you have that done, we're gonna put our wheels back on, get weight on the front end so that we can reinstall our front track bar. All right, now that the vehicle's weight is on the ground, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our track bar lined up you'll see that it's not exactly lined up. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get a buddy just to hop in and start the truck up and turn the wheel slightly so that the bolt will line up, and then we can tighten it down. All right, stop. All right, if you need to, just get a hammer, tap it a little bit. All right, then we're gonna get our nut on our backside. Hand thread it on, just make sure you don't strip it. Then we're gonna get our impact and our 27mm socket and tighten it down. All right, and that wraps up our install of our Bilstein 2-inch B8 5112 front suspension leveling kit for your 2014 and newer 4-wheel drive 5.7 liter and 6.4 liter Ram 2500. And remember, for everything Ram, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.